Welcome, welcome, everybody. Thanks for
Hold
tuning
on,
in to Queen.
hold on one sec.
Oh, okay.
All right, Instagram was being a little finicky today. All right, we are ready to go. All right, we are live, Queen.
Welcome, welcome, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Queen Vi's Reality Talk. I'm your host, Queen Vi, alongside my co-host, Mr. Hakim BornJust.
Hey, hey, peace, Queen. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm here. I'm pushing through. How are you?
Uh,
It,
ah,
my allergies is terrible too. I've been choked up all day, eyes itching all day. I'm just like I've never been so happy to be indoors in my life.
yes, indeed, man. Let me tell you, my allergies kicked the teetotal shit out of me. But I'm here. I'm here. I am here. Sorry, we're a little bit late, folks. It's on me. We're having some technical issues here. The gremlins are in the system, pulling plugs and kicking switches and shit.
But I'm glad to see everybody. You guys always show up to and cut up, but
Mhm.
that's why I love y'all. See, and so uh, now y'all know what time it is. It is the end of the month, the last Thursday of the month. So it's time for our Q&A session. Um, for the month of May. This it went so fast. Um, 1 minute it was my daughter's birthday, then it was Mother's Day, and now boom, we at the end. You know.
Yeah, man. We're knocking on June's door, which whew, it feels like we just were doing Easter time. Now we're in damn getting ready for Juneteenth and Father's Day and shit.
Yeah.
So time is flying.
It's ticking. I'm gonna need y'all time to slow down just a little bit. I got a few things planned this summer. Everybody, my birthday coming up, so I just need you slow down. I'm not finished planning. I'm not ready. Relax.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I want to be able to enjoy it. Cause you go on vacation or something. It's just, I mean, 1 minute you pulling up to the spot, the next minute is you packing to go home.
Hmm. That's exactly how it be too.
Yeah, and I'm not ready. So slow down. We got a lot of birthdays. Me, my twin sister, my mom, my uh little sister. We got a lot going on. So I need y'all to calm down.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
In the last 10 minutes, I have gotten five, count them, five messages saying ask this question first because the people want to know. Um, what are your thoughts about Donald Trump being found guilty?
Okay, see, I'm just saying that. That's how busy I've been. I'm just saying that. But so I know you probably up on it more than I am. Is he getting time? Like, what is his punishment? Because being found guilty with no consequences is is not enough for me. So I'm glad that he was found guilty. But does that mean he can't run for president again?
That that's where it gets tricky. The first part, he's not going to do any time.
Okay.
More than likely, these aren't. Only way he could do time is if he had a past criminal history and he
Mhm.
was out there doing fuck shit he got convicted for in the past, but not now because he has no criminal record. Um, if I was in his position, I wouldn't even do any jail time. They'll probably put me on an ankle monitor or some shit, or they would probably give me a bunch of fines that I'll spend the rest of my life paying off,
Did I lose you?
uh oh.
Oh, there you go. You're back.
Yeah, I'm back. Man, oh man. The gremlins, man. The gremlins. They are messing with me. Yeah, I would either probably be paying a bunch of fines or along with a possible ankle monitor, lots and lots of probation, anywhere from 5 to 7 years probation. That if it was me. They're not putting him in jail for this.
So it's like bull, tomato, tomatoes, tomatoes. Because
So,
why?
well, here's the other side.
Hmm.
Out of all his cases, this was the one that carried the less weight, but it was the one that was the most laughed at. They said there's no way he's going to lose this, but a black man showed him different. Now, the other side of this is to your question is can he run for president still? He's already on the ballot because Nikki Haley dropped out and all of the primaries are over. If this happened 4 months ago, then the answer would be no, he can't run for president. But
Mm.
since he's on the ballot, to remove him from the ballot would require an act of Congress, which means it would need to be majority rules, and it's not going to happen because the Republicans in the House is going to stick up for him.
You know what? See, and that's why we are a laughing stock. Like we were a joke when he got voted in. Now, mm, I mean, I'm
Well,
not surprised. I'm not surprised because I mean, somebody like that can be voted in the first place and still keep entertaining. You know, so I'm not surprised. But
yeah, I mean, here's the thing. The only thing that can happen is remember when there was a bunch of states coming out saying that he can't be on our ballot, can't be on our ballot, and it would go to the state's Supreme Court and they'd say, yeah, well, no, technically he didn't do anything wrong. We don't have anything on paper charging him with anything, or he hasn't been found guilty of anything. That is all changed now, as of today. For the first time in this country's history, former U.S. president has been found guilty of felonies, and a black man did that.
that's right. That's right. I wonder how he feel. But
Well, he was in there, him and his team, and after the jurors gave their, they did their thing, and the jurors was dismissed. He stood up, he grabbed his shit, his people grabbed their shit. They were stone faced, and they marched out. They know how this go. They knew that there was 20, 30 reporters across all media outlets staring them in the face. No smirks, straight stone face. We came here to do a job. I just watched one reporter out as I was setting up for the show said that it looks like they were more tired, like they had a long day, than they would be doing a victory lap. Now when they get back to the office, they popping bottles.
hmm
So I don't know what little club or bar that they're going to go to, but they're going to be getting fucked up tonight, and I ain't mad at them. So, but I get it. This guy just wrote his own ticket. He did what nobody thought he can do. So I expect him to possibly try to run for attorney general or maybe a Senate seat or something like that. He's going to turn this into a career move.
he
So,
better.
yeah.
Mhm.
So for all of you who are watching, all of you who haven't heard the news, Donald Trump is found guilty of all 34 counts.
Mhm.
And he immediately came out bitching and moaning, saying that Joe Biden was behind this, like Joe Biden has say so, and the state,
You know
you
what?
know.
That
So,
that man lacks accountability, common sense, um, remorse, or anything. He moved how he moved because he's been doing it for so long and getting away with things for so long. Um, that and never had consequences. That he just thought this was gonna be like any other time, you
hmm
know. So hopefully this is like the beginning of the end. Maybe he'll go in hiding for a while. Well, he's running for president, so
we ain't done with him yet. We still
well,
gotta. Here's the thing: we're not going to get him out through the courts. He has to be beat at the ballot box
hmm
because what he's hoping is he can steal or sneak through and become president again and dead all these cases. This case right here was the only one that was going to get seen before November. The rest of them is so tied up and so convoluted. There's no way they're going to be able to process it. You know,
so he
Georgia
has
still
more.
got a shot.
So he has more uh, cases coming. This is just the only one that they was able to resolve right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, because this one was a documents case. This is a white collar crime. You know, they called it the hush money case, but what it was really about was campaign fraud and lying on your business records to commit the campaign fraud. So,
Okay.
and that is a felony offense because it's tied to the election, and yeah, he kind of fucked himself, and I'm glad he did. So, but yeah, a small victory,
No,
but
I'll take it. I'll take it.
yeah. So we'll see. This is going to be something that we got to pay attention to because the second question is what happens if he is removed from office. What that would lead to is they're going to have to find another person to go up against Biden, or Biden will go up against the two third party candidates, which they don't have a snowball chance of hell. Mr. Cornell West and our Robert Kennedy Jr. That's the cuckoo.
Yeah, I got my ballot thing in the mail.
Me too.
So
Mama
people
mine's in.
vote. You can mail it in, um, put it like in a drop off one of these drop off boxes. Well, I don't know. I mean, my town has them. Um, or go out there and vote at the polls. Come on, people, get it together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And for all you black people who are supporting Trump, who wants to argue me 3 times a day about how Biden ain't shit and Trump ain't shit, you know, say what you want, man. If you truly believe that that's their best option, then you're a fucking fool. And I don't feel bad for you. So,
Yeah, you know the crazy thing about it is the black people, the majority of the black people that voted for Trump and still try to ride behind him, they hoping for some more stimulus checks or some type of, um, like the unemployment and stuff they was getting. That's what they worried about.
yeah.
They
And yo,
just was sold to any bidder, not even a highest, just any bidder. Like
yeah.
it's ridiculous.
And the sad part is, you, it's ridiculous. You only got the checks because of COVID. Y'all outside now. And here's the other thing: Trump didn't give y'all that. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer gave y'all that. They had to literally twist the arms of the Republican Party backwards, come out in press conferences and say, hey, we're trying to give money away to the American people. And guess what? The Republicans at home, the hillbillies, rednecks, and they heard that shit. Said, "Oh, y'all better give us some money because we can't go to work. Everything closed." They had no choice, and Trump looked at it like, "Okay, I'm trying to get elected this year, so let me do this. Let's do a paper check and put my name on it so the people know who did it."
Right.
And everybody laughed him out the fucking room. So, can you imagine you ain't working 2 weeks? And you wait for this money to come through, or you gotta wait for it to come in the mail with people getting sick?
Right.
No. That's why they sent out those dumbass cards and wired the stuff. But, that's who y'all want to vote for. That's who y'all want to support because Biden old. All I know is I done talked to like 5 people who have gotten their money erased, their school stuff. I'm having an old man moment. Queen, work with me. Their tuition, the old tuition payments removed.
What, the student forgiveness?
Yeah, he couldn't do it across the board. So he was able to do some of the programs, and so far he's done a couple million. Because when he tried to do across the board, he got sued, and the Supreme Court shot him down. So, okay, now the ones he has direct control of through the executive office, he wiped that, gave him some debt forgiveness. So, and some of the people who watch this show every week, they received that. So think about that: $16 billion to HBCUs.
Yeah, I mean, you can't make everybody happy.
You know what I mean? Tons and tons of, and for Black women, Black business owners, just think of how many of you popped up and was able to pop up because this guy was in office versus how many couldn't pop up when the other guy was in office.
Mm-hmm.
There's federal funding in place now that wasn't there before. There's federal grants. There's forgive me loans that are in place now that wasn't there when the orange anal wart was in office. So,
and if he gets back in office, say bye-bye to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he said he's going to be a dictator on day one.
Right.
He said that shit plain and simple. Mm-hmm. He said, I'm being a dictator on day one.
Yeah.
So,
and people fail to realize is they may feel like they got so much when they was getting their checks and stuff, but the rich got even more. His friends, his buddies, the people that's in with him got way more.
Yeah. Yeah, because remember, he was against a federal increase to the minimum wage across the country. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But he made sure to give corporate welfare to all his buddies. There's no way the young lady that works at Target at the cash register is paying more taxes than Elon Musk or the head of Goldman Sachs or the person that runs YouTube or Instagram and Facebook. It makes absolutely no sense. But that's who y'all want. That's who y'all want to support. Okay, let's move away from politics. Hope we didn't bore y'all.
The people ask.
Yeah, I try to get at people what they want. All right, let's talk about relationships for a quick second. I got a couple here. Let's get the easy ones out the way. Toya asks, hey, y'all, quick question. I know y'all covered this a million times, but I guess I need to hear it again. Could you truly forgive someone who has cheated on you? Do you feel like it's a waste of time and they're just going to do it again? or can a person really change?
I don't see, and that's the thing is for me, I don't think it's so much on whether the person could change or not, it's whether you could forgive that person or not. Because I mean, if you gotta chase, stress, worry yourself to death, do all this detective work and everything, then I mean, it's not worth it. If it's going to mess with your mental to the point where you're going to have to wonder all the time, then it's not worth it. It's not even about that person anymore. They did what they did, and they have to be able to take whatever consequences that come along with it. It's about you. Often people trying to forgive people when they really can't forgive them, and they doing the damage to themselves. When that person is sleeping good, it's out. What's done is done, and that person just going back to living life. Before you found out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and plus, if whatever stupid, fake piece of shit reason that they gave to why they did it, which 9 times out of 10 is has everything to do with them and what type of person they are, not because of you. Um, you know, who's to say something else isn't going to happen for them to do it again? And have another excuse. So I mean, that's my answer to that. It's whether you can live with it and forgive it.
Mm-mm-mm. I'm probably not the best person to answer this question, but fuck no. I don't care if they change or not. I won't be around to know. Um, and depending on where my mindset, I don't know if you're gonna be around to know. So you know, I might have to send Big Brenda and them after your ass. Um, I'm just talking shit. Of course, I would never bring violence on anybody. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Right.
Um, but my thing is this: do you have the energy, the time, the patience to want to risk and gamble with this situation? Because once a
Mhm.
person has crossed that line, they put themselves way before you. They allow selfishness to be way ahead of you. Fuck the commitment, fuck the rules, fuck the promises. It's all about them doing that. So
Mhm.
you got to ask yourself if it's worth risking it, you know,
Yeah.
because they already look at it this way. They already has chosen to disrespect you, and they've already demonstrated that they don't respect you when they were cheating. Then they get caught, and that's when the baby please and the Jodeci Carl Thomas bullshit comes out. After that, you choose to forgive them, and you think that they're going to continue to respect you? Okay, okay, all right. Put that shit on DraftKings because you betting. You betting like a motherfucker. Not saying all, but I wouldn't. The odds ain't in my favor. I don't gamble like that when it comes to my emotions and my mental health. Once I see you're a piece of shit, that's cool. We may even be friends in half a decade or so, But no, there's no fucking way. Um, okay. This one is from Chiquita Williams from down at Raleigh, North Carolina. What's up, Raleigh? And she says, my boyfriend wants me to get a second job so I can afford to do the things that he wants to do. He wants to go on trips. He wants to rent out and book extravagant places and things and hotels He makes more than me, but he doesn't want to pay for me to do these things with him.
Mm.
So he suggested I get a second job so I can afford to do shit that he wants to do. Let me say, I love my man, but I'm looking at the front door. What is your thoughts on this?
Don't just look at the front door, leave out the front door. What kind of shit is what kind of shit is that?
Oh
What
my god, that should give me chest pains.
like what kind of shit is that? He likes to do these things and he's makes the money to do these things, but don't want to include you in these things unless you pay for those things. And he wants you to get a second job. Now, you get a second job, you probably don't even have the time to do these things. If he don't really want you to do these things with him and he got somebody else in mind he want to do these things with, just say that. Just say that. If he don't want to make these memories and have these experiences with you, just say that. The whole um and see, and this the issue I have with this is because y'all together, y'all supposed to be a team now. I don't know how long they've been together, whether they live together or what. I don't know the dynamics of that. But for somebody to tell you, oh, you need to get another job if you going to do the things I like to do.
Hmm.
He got the
I'm
me,
going to,
me, me, and the I complex.
niggas, we going to Cancun in 3 months. You got your half,
Right.
yo. It's the nerve of these niggas out here, yo.
Oh, God.
Oh man, it is hilarious.
You looking at the door. Don't just look at it. Walk up to it, grab that doorknob, turn it, and go on the other side of that door. And when you hit the other side of that door, don't look back.
So, Chiquita Williams, you found yourself one of them. What do you bring to the table, ass niggas? I'm sorry, man. I told myself I was going to slow down on the nigga talk.
Well, say males. Don't call them no men.
You know, whatever they are, these
Well,
overgrown adolescents. I can't even fathom what would possess a grown adult man to say such fuckery. But you got yourself one, and here you are. You heard that, and I'm guessing you heard that more than once based off of your message, and you're still there, saying you looking at the front door. You
mm,
got y'all got to take this shit seriously. This is your emotional self. This is your heart. This is your love. This is your energy, your time. And if he wants to do these things without you, he should just say that. I'm going with the bros. Right?
mm,
But if he wants you to come and he wants to include you, he should cough it up if he know you ain't got it. What the hell is going on out here where we can't treat our woman to a trip? And you got the bread. So what's the holdup? Other
right.
than you ain't who maybe you ain't got the position you think you got.
Yeah. He probably think he be. No, not he. Probably he think he better than you.
Yeah.
'Cause he feel like he's better than you. Cause um his success and his worth and where he think he fits on the place value is because he got that job and he can do all these things. And then you know the crazy thing is, it's all about what he wants. She didn't say we, you know, we he wants me um to help pay for the things that we want to do. It was that he wants to do. She may want to do them, yes, but it's based on his preference. He's the one that's bringing these things to the table to discuss, you know, because he's purposely, whether you want to say it or not, he's purposely naming things and wanting to do things that he's know that you're not financially equipped to do.
Mm. Well, there you go. There you go. All right, Quinn, here's a weird one for you.
Hmm.
She said, please leave my name out of this. She says, all right, my boyfriend works from home. Um, I work outside. I have a city job. I came back into the house because I took a half a day. I surprised him. He was in the bed beating off while on the phone with who he says is his boss. Now, I said, okay, we argued. We went back and forth. I let that shit ride. When he fell asleep, I went through his phone. And guess what? He was right. He was on the phone with his boss, according to his recent calls. And it checks in at the time that I came home. So my question is he fucking this bitch? Do I gotta go to the job and beat this bitch ass? Tell me what y'all would do.
Uh, you should leave him. You don't have to go to his job and beat no bitch up because you got the beef with him, whether it's his boss or not, and whether he's sleeping with her or not. At this point, it don't even matter. They are having something sexual there. Like, you know what? I got so many questions. It's like, was he doing it in a manner which, the boss know that he's doing it? Or he got this like fetish that he's just getting off of the boss laying down the rules, or, because it could be both ways. But that alone will be enough. Remove yourself. If you feel like, now he didn't lie about it being his boss, but he thought that that was a good enough answer. He thought that by him not lying about it being his boss, that was case closed. He
Hey, yo, big dog.
Listen. She came home early to surprise him, and he surprised her. Oh, I'm telling you. Uh-uh.
Oh man. Hey, listen.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna shoot old boy some bill. Maybe I'm with the queen. I think maybe getting instructions and being told what to do aroused him and was yanking. So he started yanking his crank when he found out he had to get those reports in by 1 p.m. You never know. You
He
never know.
probably was, he probably was getting scolded.
Yeah, she
Probably,
probably was
probably
yelling
beat,
at him.
right.
So
You
you're a fucker. He couldn't work for me because I be cussing employees out. Like, hey, you dumb fuck. What
know,
are you doing?
he'd be tired. He definitely wasn't getting no work done.
But
Nah.
don't be going to touch anybody. Don't be going to do any of that. If you feel like that he's being unfaithful, then bounce. Get up out of there. What are you
Hmm.
dragging your feet for? Because here's the other side. He could have took that call when he was yanking off. He was right in the middle of a good one. He wasn't trying to let that shit go. So he answered the call. I've done that.
Shoot on the clock.
Listen, goddamn it, I'm busy. I'm gonna hit you back, but when it's your boss,
Oh,
nothing you can do.
mm.
But if you
Yo,
feel as though that you want to go down there and put hands on her, she must look like something. She must look like something.
oh God.
She must got that thing on her. She probably got
Why?
the BBL.
It's Could you imagine that conversation? Why y'all break up? Oh, I broke up because I walked in beating his meat while talking on
Hmm.
the phone to his
Talking to
boss.
his boss. Yeah. Hey man, people broke up for less. But
True.
yeah, and trust your gut. If you feel as though being serious now, if you feel as though that this is an unhealthy situation for you, get out, go heal, start over, and find somebody who's going to do better.
Right. And
But
don't make no, and don't, whether he's sleeping with her or not, it's still wrong. It's still, it's
y'all keep
still wrong. Because, I
fucking
know that
running
she
the phone.
said if they sleeping together, like, no, that was enough. Shoot. Because
Yeah,
if you're not sleeping with her, you want to sleep with her.
yeah. Y'all keep going through them phones. I,
Mm-mm-mm.
just imagine if you see the real sauce is going through that gallery. You know what I mean? That's where the good shit at. And going in them backup folders and all that.
No, recently deleted.
Yeah. Niggas be thinking them shit's deleted. Girls be knowing. The women be knowing all that detective shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, but yo, beating off while you talking to your boss is wild, yo. Um,
Nasty, nasty word.
right? That's nasty as fuck. Um, yeah, I can't relate though because I've never had a female boss, so I wouldn't know what that would be like. Uh, I don't even want to know. My brain can't go there right now. Um, this one is from Wahida, and she says, "Hey y'all, my old friend who I've grown apart from messaged me with terrible news. We are no longer friends, so I'm not sure how to proceed. She mentioned to me that she recently found out that the guy I am seeing now is someone that she used to creep with about 6 months ago. Now, me and my dude has been together for 2 years. So I'm heartbroken, but I'm trying to figure out who ass should I whip first? Because I am hot and I'm heated. I asked him to pack his shit and get out. He is leaving as we speak at the time of me typing this to y'all. Did I handle this right or am I bugging?
Listen, he cheated. So if she want to end it with him and kick him out, then she could. But I'm confused to why her issue is with the female because they're not friends anymore. Who knows if she even knew that they was together? Maybe she just found out they was together because she said they grew apart. They're not friends anymore. So she could have probably just seen it on social media or whatever, posted, and decided to reach out to her. We don't have any proof, or I don't think she has any proof that she knew they was together and purposely, you know, decided she was gonna go after him.
Mm-hmm.
Who's to say that she even knew he was with somebody? So I don't think. Um, I mean, however you want to handle your beef is with him, and that's just it. You should have no beef with her. Um, you know, thanks for informing me. Good looking out, and that's it. But you know, she don't seem like she's the enemy. I mean,
Yeah.
what would have been wrong if she found out and then continued to do it? Um, and she said creep with that means they probably had some type of friends with benefit thing. Somebody she was
Mm-hmm.
sleeping with. Maybe she was in a relationship, or maybe he made it seem like you know, um, they just wanted to keep on a DL and not bring anything to the public. Nothing serious.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep. Let's see, about 39 minutes. So let me knock out some of these comments and then we'll go to the next question. Over on Instagram, Auntie Sugar says, how are you? She also says forgiveness is for you, not the other person. True, huh? Hot mess. What? That is disgusting. Oh my goodness. Nasty. She says, I do not go through anyone's phone. Says, do not trust that woman. Do not trust her. Y'all not friends. She could be lying. She is the enemy. And over on Facebook, we got Letitia Banks says, so happy they found him guilty. Antoinette Holloway Mary Bell says, make sure you get out and vote. It's a clear choice between good and evil, democracy versus dictatorship. I
mhm.
completely agree, Auntie.
Yeah.
Um, Maisha Collins says, thank you for explaining the Trump stuff. And Jojo Red says she was right to put his ass out.
Right.
All right. Okay, so this one is some sister issues here. She says, please, I want to remain anonymous. There's people that we both know who listens to this show. She says, my sister looks for opportunities to call my husband abusive, and recently a comment she made is making me consider not attending her wedding this weekend. In a family group chat, she's thrown shots at my husband. She has talked shit. She overhypes simple disagreements that me and my husband has had that lasted every bit of 10 minutes, and we moved on like nothing happened. She goes and tells family members stuff like it was a 3 day long argument and fist fight.
Mm.
I've asked her to stop. My mother has asked her to stop. It is tearing us apart and is getting to the point to where I'm ready to say fuck my own sisters just for the sake of my own happiness with my marriage. Do you guys think I'm overreacting, or am I handling this normally?
Uh, no, it's okay to just because somebody is your family, that don't mean you have to put up with the fuckery. That doesn't mean that they are allowed to come into your life and cause any type of drama or chaos. It's a such thing as low contact or no contact. You standing up for your marriage and your husband. Um, like you said, she embellishes and exaggerates. She's spreading rumors. She has something to say to anybody that will listen. And you're not the only one that see it's a problem. So you may have to just, I mean, it's about you and your husband. So whoever you have to remove that can't respect your marriage, and your household and you and your husband's wishes, for peace, then remove them. See, this is not one of those cases where she can clearly see that you're being done so wrong, and she's concerned for you and she wants you to, get out the situation. This is a situation for whatever reason. It could be her own insecurities. Maybe she's projecting whatever she's going through on you. So when y'all have a simple little argument, she may have had a very big argument behind closed doors with her fiance, to the point where it's triggering her and she's, deflecting her situation onto you. So if you, it's okay to go no contact. Because sometimes you gotta, not sometimes, all the time you have to set boundaries, um, for your peace and your sanity, and for the well-being of yourself and your relationship. You know, you said your own mama said, just stop. Like, so clearly, you're not the only one that sees it. Because sometimes you have cases where someone sees it, but nobody else around you sees it. But in this case, it's other people that see it too. So
Mm-hmm.
you're not obligated to go, because I'm pretty sure um your husband might not be even welcome, or if he does go with you, he's going to be made um to feel uncomfortable, and he's going to be disrespected the whole time. I tell you. I tell you. And so
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't put myself or my husband through it.
Yeah,
Not at
man.
all.
It's not worth it. It is not worth it. Um, I wouldn't go either. Um, because why put yourself in a situation where some dumb shit could break out? That's number
Hmm.
one. Number two, you probably wouldn't be able to take your husband because he's going to freak out if you do. So I understand the idea of separation. Try to have another conversation before you make a decision, though. Let her see how serious this is, how disruptive this is. Y'all might have to get the family involved. You, the other, everybody that's in that group chat, do it over Big Mama house. Let her walk in and have a seat. Let's talk. Everybody here now, so you ain't got to gossip. You ain't got to wrinkle. Tell everybody who you talk to is right here. We can say,
Hmm.
let's hash this shit out. I mean, I don't see any other way around it, because if she's been doing it for a while, She's kind of set in her ways, and there's nothing to stop her. So you're going to have to make some serious decisions.
And people need to
Um,
start shutting her down. When she started going to other people to gossip, listen, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear nothing about such and such and her husband. Like people need to start when she don't have an audience anymore. Let her talk to her damn self.
hmm
Cause yeah, cause she'd be so out of my life quick, fast, in a hurry. No,
Facts.
cause now she's the peanut gallery and the flying elephants. Mm-mm.
Yeah, man. Um, all right. This one is from Michelle. And Michelle says, quick question, y'all. Why in the hell does today's men not understand we need foreplay? Straight like that. That's the question.
Uh, when you find out, let me say that.
Damn. That's fucked up.
Like it's not all now. It's not all men. And the ones out there that know what it's about, I'm a applaud y'all. I'm not gonna shit on y'all. I'm not gonna put y'all in a lump with them other ones. Well, listen. My advice to you, if it's something that you need and you need the foreplay, you want the foreplay, don't let anything else happen without the foreplay. The thing is, they don't know anything about it. You I don't know if you're not expressing yourself and saying this is what I need, this is what I want, or if you are and they just skipping past it. But hey, I wouldn't let anything go down without the foreplay. It's not an option. So if you're lacking something in it, express it and
Mm.
lay down the law. Like stop, y'all. We got to stop letting people uh get their satisfaction when they're not satisfying you. Mm-mm. I, I'm not.
I, I don't understand it. How do these dudes get to boyfriend mode, and how they get this far ahead in your life without doing foreplay? After that first time and it didn't happen, and you didn't supposed to say something, right? Am I off?
No, no, and you're spot
The,
on with this one because
the
I
second
can't get it too. Go on.
the second time you ain't get no foreplay, you're supposed to reevaluate the situation, right?
Right.
What the hell's wrong with y'all? Men, all I've been hearing for the last 2 weeks is men talking about how they are getting mad at the girl, having arguments with their girl because their girl ain't giving head. They ain't sucking enough dick, so they cussing them out. They having full on arguments, and like this is why niggas cheat. They throwing that at they girls. It's like, yeah, y'all some bold niggas, but I get it. You ain't getting what you need. You supposed to speak up, but it's how you speak up. So what is it with today's women? Because we get these like every month or so, someone isn't being satisfied with the basics. You,
that's that's
like,
that's because they allowing it to happen. That's it. That's just what it boils down to. First of all, they forgetting that conversation that you're supposed to have when you're getting to know someone, what you're into, what you're not into. Because let's be honest, sex is a big deal. It's
dang,
it's
you
one
can't.
of the it's gonna happen, and both people have things that they're into or not into, so the conversation has to be had. So, and then for somebody to get to a point where y'all in a committed relationship and you're still complaining about it or still not getting it, you failed yourself. You're part of the problem. Because ain't no way. And that's for men and women. You know, y'all bitching and complaining to everybody but y'all meet. You know, the other question we always hear, how should I tell him? How should I tell her? What should I do? The same way you wrote into this show and asked us, it's the same way you just do it. Nike, just do it.
Right, right. That's damn dog. You can't lick a collarbone. You can't nibble a ear or put a nipple in your mouth for nothing. You just straight to the cheeks. So that means they ain't eating no box or nothing. It's just dick out, ram squat.
Mm.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
Um.
Mm-mm. Not an option. Not for me. Not an option.
mm, mm, mm. Shout out to Miss Dopeness. Welcome back to the show. Nah, fuck that. She knows what she's doing. Cut ties. Janet Jackson says settling.
Right.
And Lachey King says, so glad my sisters aren't haters.
Right, Shay, because that's what it seemed like, right? She mad at what her sister got.
Yeah. She wants to be the only one with a man because she's getting married. She see her sisters married and she's hating. And she wants to be the only one. That's my guess. We don't know. But whatever it is, it's corny and it's petty as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Rent says, if they ain't sucking on my, I guess he's meant me, like a crab leg, it's over.
I second that, Lady Rand.
Yeah, that's wild
Why
as shit.
not? Why not?
Y'all out here hopping up and down on dudes who ain't giving y'all no foreplay. That's crazy to me.
Mm-mm-mm.
Rather just be celibate.
Shit.
Yeah. For all that. Let me see. Okay, here's another good one. This one is from Josh. He says, hey guys, first time ever listening to your show. I was referred to by my good buddy Troy. He says y'all have good Q&A sessions. So here's mine. Tell me what y'all think. What do I do when my wife just wants to sleep after having like 5 orgasms in 10 minutes, but won't help me out, then gets angry at me for looking at porn?
Did he say 5 in less than 10 minutes?
5 in like 5 to 10 minutes.
First of all, slow down, bro. That's the first thing. If you know that it's so easy for her, then you know, if you know it's so easy for her, you gotta slow down, maybe a little more foreplay, you know. Damn.
5 to 10 minutes.
Right. Ooh. Of course she wanna go to sleep. She motherfucking tired.
You see? See? Somebody doing some kind of foreplay.
But maybe he needs to slow it down. I don't know if he had this conversation with her. Now, don't you gonna get mad because he watching porn, but you're not finishing him off. So just stop. She can't even be mad at him. She can't. She can't even be mad at him because I mean, he's not going out and cheating. He wants you to finish him off, but you just not. Slow down. Don't give her too much at one time. You know. Hopefully, if you want to go half, give her 2, maybe 2.5. It's like maybe you get her a little bit, and then let her focus on you. But some people be selfish. Some people be some selfish lovers. And so had that conversation with her, let her focus on you a little bit more. Y'all get some more foreplay going. Well, actually, she need to put some more work in because clearly you're not the problem.
Pack her out, bro. pack her shit, hefty sin sacks. The joint with John Cena on the commercial. Get 6 boxes of them. So all them shoes, all them little skirts, all that shit. Pack her the fuck out. She is disrespectful. Call the cops.
And they're gonna go to sleep and they're gonna get mad at you when you trying to be like her. You trying to go to sleep too.
Hey, look here. If I got the skills to get you to pop off 5 to 10 joints in 5 to 10 minutes and you don't look out for me, it's over.
I second that because
it's over.
She is disrespectful. She's rude. Selfish.
And you can't watch, and I can't go to Twitter. I can't go to Pornhub. I can't go look at no smut. So I'm just supposed to stand and looking up at the ceiling and yank my crank to finish myself off while you over there snoring and shit.
She probably wouldn't like that either.
You don't get the fuck out of here.
She one of them bitches. When she ready for bed, you ready for bed,
bruh. I don't know where you found her. I don't know where you got her from.
Look, I'm on his side with this one. I don't know why you putting up with this. Know your worth, King.
Stay woke, King. Know your worth. Ain't no fucking way, yo. I don't know where you got her, bruh, but I hope you kept the receipt. Return her ass back. Tell her to keep that ring. Call your attorney first thing in the morning. Wrap this shit up. I gotta beg you to help me get finished. Oh my god, that shit got me tight.
And he went over and beyond.
5 to 10 minutes. You over there knocking her out before the commercials on her favorite show go off. He should have bust like 3 nuts by the time the Progressive commercial it's finished. Like, nigga, you stop playing. Let's see. These all right. Couple new comments just came in. Antoinette Maribel says, absolutely. If you are not satisfied, you need to speak up, especially in the earlier days of the relationship. However, in a long-term relationship, sometimes it's give and take. I have been married for 33 years. And sometimes I take care of my man. Sometimes I need him to just take care of my needs. Compromise. Absolutely agree.
I know when I get married, who I'm calling Auntie.
Janet Jackson is laughing. She says he got that fire in regards to Mr. 5 to 10 nuts a minute. Jojo Red says, yo, hot, slide him my math. Nah, see, we ain't doing no hookups. He got enough marital problems. You don't need your ass. Ms. Dopeness says,
he need her. He needs something. He needs somebody.
No, see, you try to fuck that man life up. Miss Dopeness, Lena Lane says, send him the last chick that wasn't getting any head. I'm sure she'll be grateful enough to take care of him. Facts.
Listen.
Facts. Look, y'all trying to link people up on this show. We gotta help you. We helping folks today, huh?
Cause what you doing? You deserve better. Love yourself. Self-love is important, King.
I'm sorry, I got orange going off in the background. My bad. Okay, this one is from Amber from over Trenton, New Jersey. She says, yo, help me understand why this goofy ass man of mine can only bust a nut when he watching porn, but not when we're fucking and sucking. Is this a nigga thing?
It's not. I mean, let's see. It's there. I don't know if he's so used, because you know how some people used to doing something for so long, that's the only way they can get off. Maybe he needs to slow it down, because she said only when he watched porn, right?
Mm-hmm.
revisit? Are you doing everything he likes? Are y'all experiment? Are y'all keeping it interesting? Like what? Have you tried doing some of those things that's on that porn? Are y'all doing the things that's in that porn while that porn is going on? I mean, it could be different reasons to why. I mean, maybe he was single for so long and self pleasure with the porn. Now he don't know he got to get winged off of it. I don't know. Um, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so it can either be that or you got to step up your game, sis. And do a little more, try some different things, because sometimes people don't be as good as they think they is. What worked with the last might not work with the present or the future. People are into
Yep.
different things. They got different things that get them off. You know. Um, so that's my answer.
Yeah, I think I, I need a little more detail how long y'all been together because if it's a fresh thing, then that means he is very, very, very used to porn. Um, and he's grown used to getting himself off, like his touch and the way he's doing things. He's become so accustomed to it that you just there. You know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
with the Queen's White, you got to wean him off. Um, here's something up, and I'm spill a little tea for the ladies. For us brothers who haven't been getting our reps in, who haven't been with anybody in a while, that we had that long gap in between relationships. We ain't do no little jump offs or one night stands. That we just been chilling, grinding, working, or whatever. All we got is porn, right? The roster is dry. We ain't got a roster. We just yanking the crank. So by the time we get into a relationship or we meet somebody and we start building and oh my God, I'm about to hit. Something in us is supposed to say stop beating off. Because you gotta let that shit build up and you become used to your own touch. Think about it.
Mhm.
Some of
And
y'all
both.
could sit there, give your man head for 20, 30 minutes before he busts. We need 2 minutes with a good video. And we popping off fucking missiles with the right video, the right ass on the phone. Boom. So yeah, it's we've become desensitized to any other touch other than our own. So that's why we're supposed to chill off that shit once we are in a relationship. We're supposed to slow it down from every night to maybe once a week.
Mhm.
Okay. This is a good one, but this person with a paragraph and a half. Um, Her name is Lady Sade. She says her fiance is not turned on by her anymore. She said she is 50. They got together when she was 45. They got engaged when she was 48. She's picked up some weight based off the meds that increased her weight. So he isn't grabbing ass and he's not all over her the way he used to when they first met. And she picked up about a good 60 pounds and not in his favorite places. And she says before anyone asks, yes, she has a fupa. And she's starting to think that is playing a part of the lack of amount of sex that they're having. And she does catch him checking out girls online, especially Instagram, that does not have her shape with better bodies. What can they do to fix this problem, Queen?
I mean, well, she said that she said 60 pounds. I mean, is she? See, the first of all, what you need to understand is she going through something medically. Um, and she's working on that. So he shouldn't be insensitive about that because it's something that she can't control and she's on medication for. Now, how are you eating? Are you exercising? And instead of him worrying about just how much she weighing, first of all, and then it'd be the ones that I wonder how much weight did he gain since y'all been together? But that's a whole nother topic. But maybe he should be in the gym with her, eating right with her. Don't make her feel unattractive. Don't make her feel low when she's already going through what she's going through. Um, you know, he that's he's supposed to be um, you know, boosting her confidence and her self-esteem, encouraging her. So they need to have that conversation. It should be um some counseling, some lifestyle changes, and he also needs to be educated on what she's going through medically. As far as him looking at other girls, he not blind. You know, men look. It sees the difference. A look when somebody walk past, or is he staring, gawking, acting like he never seen a woman before? That's where the disrespect coming at. It's not even about him looking. But she's already feeling some type of way because of the changes that she's going through. Because I'm pretty sure it's weighing on her not just physically but mentally as well, emotionally as well. And so, yeah, I mean, counseling, conversations, lifestyle changes. I mean, clearly, um, she still wants to be with him because she's trying to see how do we fix it. And uh, depending how he's treating you, it may not be fixable because the vows didn't say I'm only going to love you and be into you if you weigh a certain amount. That doesn't mean he's supposed to treat her um bad or worse, or be disrespectful to her or mean to her because she gains some weight. Like, mm, 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 mm.
Well, um, this is a tough one because what can't be helped can't be helped, and I don't want to come off as insensitive. And I'm trying to take this question as serious as possible. No hee hee ha on this one because I know how this affects a lot of women, especially women who have to get on meds with a steroid component. You pick up weight very quickly. Um, and there's a lot of self-conscious, a lot of mental health stuff. And sometimes a man could no longer be as attracted because of the change in weight. That's not your fault. That is on him. How he handles that is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because whether you believe it or not, he can still love you and not be attracted to you. He could still go shoot up the block. If anybody fuck with you, take care of you, cherish you, stay loyal to you, and not have that same hunger for you as he used to. And there's a couple things. One, the older we get, the less libido. That's number one. Number two, the image that we have in our head that brought us to the dance, that small waist, great hip ratio, and
Mm-hmm.
that thing back there, that flat stomach, woo! You know what I mean? Those things change over time, but some men, not all, some men still have it like you're still 45 again. Looking at other women is natural.
Mm-hmm.
When he's looking at other women, how he's looking at other women, like the Queen said, that's an issue. Tell him how you feel. Tell him chill that shit the fuck out. Express to him how you're noticing his change and desire for you, and how he's not all over you like he used to. Right? But that happens in any relationship. As time goes on, a lot of fucking don't happen the way it used to. But you gotta stay connected, and that's through good communications. And like the queen said, some life changes. If there is something that you want to do, notice I said want. If you
Mhm.
want to lose the weight, if you want to change your body structure, you need to do what you need to do. Whether that's dieting, changing meds, or going to the gym, take his ass with you. Because some women look at desire differently than men, right? It's desire
Mhm.
first, you second, right? So
Right.
it's different. It's a lot different for us than it is for y'all. Um, he may be still stuck at the 45-year-old you, but have a conversation with him, tell him what you're feeling, see how he handles it, and y'all put together a game plan to where y'all can reconnect. All
Yeah,
right,
because
you might have to,
it hasn't been that much time, you know.
yeah, 5 years, five
And
years.
and just proposed to her, what, 2 years ago.
Hmm.
So
So fix this shit for y'all get married, yo. Don't
yeah, that's the
trust
main
me.
thing.
Fix this shit for y'all get married. Um, all right. This one is from Patrice, who is also from Trenton, New Jersey. And real quick, she said, "Yo, my boyfriend stopped fingering and eating me out before sex, and I don't know why. When I asked him what's up with that, he said there's nothing. He just sometimes he don't feel like it. Now I always give him head the sloppy toppy. Sometimes I even finish him off, and I expect round two to be through basic intercourse. But he doesn't eat me out like I like anymore. When I get it, it's few and far in between, and he can't answer me why. Can y'all? How the fuck?"
Listen, see the problem. See, I don't want to. Part of me don't want to say the tit for tat thing. It's because he's still getting everything that he needs, even though he's not giving you what you need. So he doesn't see the urgency into giving you what you need because you're you're having a conversation with him. He knows it's a problem. So that means he's not set on pleasing you. He's only set on getting off. Because if you stop giving him the sloppy toppy, he'll be all bent out of shape. It'll be a problem. You're not pleasing him. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, and all of that. How about letting him know you're not pleased? Now, what we gonna do about it? Or now he expecting to get some head. Now you not getting no head. We both ain't getting no head. Now what? How do you like it that you're not being pleased? Because she's expressed that, and he just, oh, I don't know. Oh, sometimes I don't feel like it. What kind of? How would he feel if she just don't feel like it? And so they on two different levels in the bedroom. Because
Man, look
you
here.
let him get away with you giving him your all. Something I give him head all the time, the sloppy kind, and yet he
Few,
depriving you because he don't
she said
feel like it.
few and
Few and
far in
far,
between.
like, but you every time.
And sometimes she finishes them off at round two is through intercourse. So
And she not even she giving him round one so they can do round two, and she ain't at the finish line for round one.
girl, you got babies getting in between your teeth, and and, and he can't lick on that roast beef. What?
Mm-mm. We are finding these folks at. We are finding that.
I don't know where y'all finding these goofy ass people. It's look, and so I stay the fuck away from everybody. It's too much goofy shit. Girl, you don't stop sucking dick, right? You got to stop. If he can't take care of you and it's a requirement and it's something that you need, then you stop. This ain't hard. This ain't rocket science. I get the whole please your man, but your man gotta please you. And you need to let him know dick ain't just I need more than just dick,
Right.
you know? because these dudes will pound town y'all to death.
Right.
Take your ass to pound town quick, fast, in a hurry, but they don't want to do the lick it low lane. Like, come on. All right, before we go to the next one, we've got some came in. It's dope, and it says, "Know your worth, King."
Yeah, I hear
Internet,
that.
Internet Maribel says, "Call me Queen Vi. I don't want to share too much in front of my nephew." Yeah, I don't
I
need
hear
to.
you. I respect
Yeah.
it.
Um, Cat Collins says he is either addicted to porn or shorty trash. This also says her pussy is trash. He only in it because she let him use the car when she's at work.
Jody, my Jody.
And special thank you to Ms. Watkins for the stars. We truly, truly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Gotti the Body says, "Do women actually still get mad at dudes looking at other women?"
Mm.
And Internet Maribel says, "Facts." What do you think of that question, Vi, Queen? What do you?
I
Would
think
you be
some.
getting mad?
I won't because 9 times out of 10 I seen it first and I tapped them. I don't know. I
Right. I gotta put some applause on this damn thing.
No. I mean, because people have to understand that people aren't blind. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. You see somebody attractive or looking nice or whatever, you're going to you could admire. But when you looking and gawking like you ain't never seen a man before, a woman before, or doing little disrespectful stuff or saying, that's what comes in at. But people better stop acting like other people is blind. They had to see your ass to to talk to you and find you attractive to want to be with you. Um, but yeah, some people just is insecure about certain things, or it's other issues that's making them feel that way. But no, people shouldn't be. They shouldn't be upset, but some are.
Hmm. Yeah. Um. I have nothing to say. My words may be used against me later. So I'm just going to shut the fuck up. Um. All right. This one is from Bunny, and she doesn't say where she's from, but she says, "Quick question, y'all: Are facials degrading or something? I'm seeing it a lot in porn. The last two dudes I dated wanted to do it. I didn't allow it. But now that I'm single and ain't had no good D in about 6 months, I'm thinking maybe I should have had. Maybe I would have kept these niggas." What is your thoughts on facials?
It's not. I mean, people are into it. It's not degrading. Some people are into it. That's what some people are into. Um, uh, Listen, she said maybe she should have if she would be single.
Hmm.
Listen, finding a mate is not going to depend whether you gave somebody. I mean, you let somebody give you a facial or not. If they wasn't for you, they wasn't for you, or vice versa. But no, I mean it's not degrading. People are into it, and some people aren't. The ones that's into it, you know, do your thing. The people who not into it, just don't knock the people that's into it. You know. We gotta understand everything isn't for everybody, but if it's for you,
Shout out to Janet Jackson. What the hell is a facial? Cue up the banjos and the guitars because we're going down a Little House on the Prairie. What the hell is a facial?
Janet.
Poor thing. Poor thing. All right.
Shout out to Janet Jackson because when I listen to her show, once y'all step in a certain spot where it's like Queen Vi's reality talk world, I'll be like, oh. What Janet gonna say next? I was like, somebody better go fan her. She about to pass out. She about, she about to pass out with this conversation. But gotta love her because it's entertaining. And then when Hakim started explaining to her what something is what? Really? But it's all fun.
um, Ms. Dobner says it's good for the skin when he takes care of his body and drinks plenty of water. Yes. Jackson says, shut up. uh, laugh about Ms. Dopeness and Lady Ren Divine. Wait, facials aren't a degradation kink? All right. First to answer, um, first to answer, Miss Janet Jackson. Facials is when you allow a man to bust on your face. All right. Hence the "it's good for your skin" comment by Miss Dopeness. And it actually is scientific fact. As long as it ain't, this motherfucker ain't eating goddamn bodega burgers every day, smoking weed and Newports, and drinking
Right.
cheap beer place shit. She says, "Oh hell no."
Oh
um,
God.
and to answer Lady Ren Divine, is it a degradation kink? Yes, it is a degradation kink. But it is such popularized that the vanillas are in on a secret. They're having fun with it too. Um,
Hmm.
to ultra vanilla person, a real tight ass person, they're going to go, "That's degrading." Yeah, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to us. It's us marking our territory. It is us. You are. Yeah, we're using you for this. You're mine, so I get to do this to you. It's that energy. But it don't mean we think you're a piece of shit and a slut, unless that's what you want to be. But in the kink world, yes, it is a part of the degradation kink. It's just like pissing on somebody. It's a degradation kink. Um,
Now that's why I draw the line.
you ain't pissing on nobody, Queen. You ain't cock a leg up on a motherfucker yet. Oh, Miss Douglas says, "Come on now, Miss Janet, your skin will glow." Oh shit. Oh man, that'd be hilarious. I can see that motherfucker running out of the house. She out there shooting at this nigga. What the fuck you think you're doing? Um. Oh man. All right. This is a real simple one. This one is, I'm addicted to myself. And she says, I taste myself quite often. And at the job, talking to my female coworkers, I was the only one sitting at the table of 8 women who actually know what their coochie tastes like. I thought all women do that. What are y'all thoughts on that?
Well, clearly all women don't do it because you know what? Let's. All women don't. You intentionally do it, but all women don't intentionally do it. Some of y'all do it and don't realize y'all doing it because if he come up out of you and you put him in your mouth, you just taste it yourself. Um, but and some people are more open with it than others. Clearly, she's very open about it. Some of them people that was at um your table in your office, they probably lying. They just not as open and outspoken about it and proud about it. Um, because everybody just not open with the sexuality. Yeah, I mean with their sexual pleasures, I should say. But some people don't. Some people do. Some people do it willingly. Some people have done it involuntarily, not knowing. Well, not aware, I should say. But but ladies, if he ever exited you, and when in your mouth, you taste it yourself.
Man, after that boy done sucked your soul through his gap between his damn teeth, and he came up and you gave him a French kiss, you tasted yourself. You just did
That
it
too.
through a
That
third
part too.
party.
Yeah, that
But
part too.
I'm familiar with what this young lady's talking about because I've heard this this conversation quite a bit in the last month. A lot of women don't taste themselves. If you don't know what you taste like, you probably won't last 5 minutes with me. That's just my personal opinion. That's just my personal thoughts. You expect me to put my face in there, taste that shit, and you don't even know what the fuck it tastes like? You supposed to sample your shit before you go out there putting it in people's face. That shit might taste like old can of kippers. I don't know. You supposed to fucking taste that shit. But anyway, all right. This one is from Chris from Wilmington. He says, "Hey, what's up, y'all? Uh, is it okay if my girlfriend likes being hit during sex? I'm not going to get into too much, but recently, in the middle of us doing it, she put my hand to her face and asked me to hit her. So I did. Um, I assumed she'd like it because she said do it again, and I did it. But now I'm feeling weird and feeling guilty. Is this a bad thing that I'm doing? I've never did this before, and in the last 2 years, she's never asked this before. So is this something new? I'm so confused right now. At the time of me writing this, I need some help.
You're not into it. That's why you feel weird because you're not into it. You're not you're not into inflicting pain. She wants pain to be inflicted on her. He said hit. So I'm just like, what she tell you to cock back and punch? And then people gotta understand is everybody not the people who like severe pain, everybody that's not for everybody. You know, they can do the smacking of the ass or the choking, like little stuff like that. But some people are into that heavy, that real heavy um infliction of pain. That's why I always tell people you gotta have them conversations. You gotta know what your tolerance are, what you're okay with, and what you're not okay with. He is feeling bad. All he was doing was taking orders, and he's feeling bad about it. It's not his cup of tea. Now, either it's something that she just decided. Well, no, clearly this is not. This is something that she already was into, but didn't disclose that to you. Because and she was testing the waters to tell you to do it, and you did it, and she liked it, and but it's not sitting well with him. So it's not new. It's new to you, but it's not new, and it's but it's not for you. See, that's why I say people supposed to be. That's why I say people are supposed to when you're into certain things. That's not like quote unquote in the norm of things, and I use that term very loosely because what's normal to me might not be normal to somebody else. Um, you're supposed to have a conversation with someone that he is scared. He doesn't know what's next. He want to go down to the police station himself and turn himself in. He is not okay. Um, because it was just like in the heat of the moment, just thrown at him. He's gonna need therapy. He's probably so confused. But you're
Hey,
supposed
big
to have
dog.
that conversation. You're supposed to have that conversation with people when you're into certain things that's a little extreme or a little out there. That's not in the average things that other people do.
So, how many people in the chat picked up on a couple things and radar went off?
Mhm.
Um, so she, this is not something that they've been together for a couple years. This is something new, and now she wants it all the time, and he don't know where she learned this from.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, big dog, you might got a problem. You need to do an investigation. Check out them work husbands. I smell a side nigga. I smell old Tyrone. I smell old Tyrone. So I suggest you be careful. You are with someone for a couple years, and they pop up out of nowhere with an impact kink. I mean, face impact joint.
Mm.
We ain't talking about take a paddle to my ass. Smack me in the face. Where she learned that from, big dog?
Did she ever come home with any unexplained bruises, extra makeup on some days?
One of y'all dudes about these goddamn work husbands running the Chick-fil-A for her. Told you don't tolerate that shit. Put an end to it. The homie at work is always the nigga at work. Back in the day, it was the mailman. Now it's the nigga at work. She teaching her shit. Now she wants you to do it. But let me stop messing with y'all. I don't want you to be looking at her sideways, going through her phone and all that. If she likes it and you're being careful, you're fine. Just don't go overboard. You constantly check in. You constantly be aware of her reaction. Me personally, I don't like that anymore. That was okay for me 15, 20 years ago. I no longer like that kind of stuff. Smacking her in the face, that ain't my bag anymore. I got too many issues to be smacking women in the face, even during fun time. And you don't know your own power in the mid stroke, and you all hyped up, and you intense, and you fuck her and smack her and knock her the fuck out. Then what? So nah. Then you leaving handprints in her face and she black eyes and all that. It's too easy to fuck that up. So that's when kink I speak. I don't want nothing to do with that anymore. But no, it's natural because you're vanilla. She's introducing you to something. She likes it. Talk to her, communicate with her, and check in to make sure she's okay as you're going. You know, I ain't saying get all Ike Turner on her and shit while you pounding her the fuck out. But little slack. You okay, baby? Yeah, give me another one. All right, give her another one. But yeah. All right. You good with the slapping, Queen?
Slapping who? Ain't nobody putting their hands on me. Nobody putting their damn hands on me. Mm-mm.
Oh man. All right. This one is from Monique. Monique says, "What up, y'all? Haven't listened to the show since y'all left Block Talk, but I'll be definitely on it now that I changed my work schedule. Well, here's my issue. My dude doesn't do dirty talk. He used to for like the first 6 months of us having sex when we first got together. But after that, he done fell the fuck off. And I be telling him, yo, talk to me. And I get a couple words, then he's back to just drilling and he's quiet with the heavy breathing. I need dirty talk. Am I the only woman who loves their man to talk shit to him?
You're not the only woman. Listen, when he stop, you stop. If that's what's turning you on, get you going, get you all like amped up, make that energy go down. You know, let that body language talk. Cause it's like somebody when they get a job, he was just doing it for the probation period. Now he think he in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yes.
how do you start doing something and then stop? Listen,
Because she allowed it.
yeah, right. Let that reaction be different. Oh, I'm not turned on. You know, let him know I'm not turned on. Oh, I'm not in the mood. I need. This is what I need. I need to be talked to. You know. Um, yeah, I mean, and that's just basically it. Like you said, she allowed it. The problem is people are having these shitty ass sex lives because they are allowing it. If they are
Yep.
getting everything that they want out of it without giving you what you need and still getting the same uh effects of it, like you still into it, you still put your all into it, you still giving it to them whenever they want it, and then why would they? Especially when you're telling them. It's like telling somebody that something is wrong and they don't care to fix it. Or that's like threatening somebody with consequences for something, and when they do it, there's no consequences. You know, that's just what it's going to be. That's how it's going to be until you put your foot down and do something about it.
Yep, I completely agree. You have allowed something that's mandatory because she told him in the beginning, and he was doing it in the beginning. I don't understand why that had to stop. And if there's a reason, you need to be finding out why.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Um, Now, write us back. Tell us, and tell us what answer you got that he could have gave to logically explain why he couldn't do something so basic. I've heard some brothers say they don't like talking when they fucking. Um,
Oh, we ain't
I,
compatible. We ain't gonna fuck then.
yeah, I've had some brothers like, yo, I just be too busy pleasing her, but that's dog. That's a part of her pleasure too.
Right.
She needs to be talked through it. A lot of women are like that. They don't want that shit to sound like y'all fucking in the church. No, talk, nigga. Call us slut. Stick a finger in your butt and talk shit. That's the purpose of dirty talk because sex isn't just physical; it's mental.
Right.
You know what I mean? And talking take you to somewhere else. It takes you to another place, and it enhances the entire experience. Um, so
It
give
ain't
him
no.
some visual aid.
It ain't no excuse that a dude could give me to why he ain't gonna talk
Yeah,
unless
give her a visual aid.
unless he can't talk cause something in his mouth. Then he gonna talk.
Yeah, it's give her. I mean, give him a visual aid. Meaning, go find some good smut where a dude is talking. Um, I recommend anything from old school. If you're old school, go to Wesley Pipes. He taught a lot of dudes how to talk shit to their girls.
Hmm.
So a lot of these niggas think they Wesley Pipes out here. I'm here. But yeah, man. All right, couple more, and we're going to get up out of here. Old man got to go to bed. Um, all right, this one is from Gilda out of North Philly. She says, I just got into BDSM. Are safe words a real thing, or is that just some made up bullshit I see on the internet and in movies?
No, it's a real thing and it's a must. It's
Yeah.
vital. It's very important. Yeah, it is a real thing. It's very important. Um, it's a way to let your partner know when stop. That's enough. It's too much or whatever. That's the code word, you know. Um, but no, it's not made up. Um, and one should you should agree on one and don't just agree on it. Use it when you need to use it and listen out for it.
Hell yeah, safe word, fucking safe word. But depending on who your dom is, you safe words will keep you from getting
Getting
hurt.
choked out.
Yeah, You know, Janet Jackson got the choke with the strong arm emoji up. Yeah, until you start getting dark. You gotta say that safe word. Wake up in the fucking ER with everybody looking at you crazy, like damn. You know, either the safe word or
How did I end
I
up here?
usually yeah, and I usually recommend to sisters getting into that lifestyle the pick the taps, slap his leg, slap his arm. Count how many. Tell him how many. Listen, if I do on you, that tells you to stop. You're doing too much. You're
Get
hurting
the
me.
fuck up. Get the fuck up.
Yeah, because sometimes you can't get the safe word out because your throat is being invaded. A lot of women can't handle that. So you got to be, 3 slaps on his hip. That'll make him stop.
Okay. And that's why talking during sex is important. That's for the
Hmm.
last person.
Right. Uh, let's see. This is Thomas. Thomas says, this is from a couple months ago, so he got lost. So I'm bringing him up now. Sorry, Thomas, if you're listening. I'm just getting to you. He says, I want to buy my wife a toy as a surprise, but I don't want it to be too big. I'm about 6 inches and very thick. Any advice on which size toy? I feel like a 7 or 8 may be too big too, but I don't know. What do y'all think?
Well, first of all, it's different toys. All toys aren't just for penetration. You got clitoral stimulation. First of all, it depends what she's into. Whether she likes the clitoral stimulation or whether she's like the penetration. If he is concerned about a toy being bigger than him, then he might want to go with clitoral stimulation because those toys aren't often, too big and they can be used for both. So that's his concern. His concern is he do not want that toy to outdo him in any type of way. Um, so I mean that would be my advice. But you have to see what she likes for. Well, you should know what she likes. If you don't know what she likes, then find out. But you should know. But yeah, because it doesn't always have to be. When people think toy, they automatically think dildo. That's it. That's all they think about. It's so many different. I mean, you got toys for vaginally, anal, some just for the clitoris. You know, but and then say I don't want to hurt his feelings or nothing, but don't. But don't be. I mean, say he don't even want to go an inch up. He don't want to go
Hmm.
an inch and a half up. He want I mean, I guess that's average. I guess you know. Or how about you mold yourself then? If you're afraid, how about you mold yourself? If you're afraid of something being thicker than you or bigger than you, because I don't, because all toys don't come in like really small sizes. I guess I should say.
You're trying your very best to be as politically correct as possible. Why don't you go mold yourself?
Listen,
Oh shit! Oh my god! Miss Tobin says, "Vi, you wild."
I'm trying.
Oh man! All right, listen, bro. All right, you can't have it both ways, bro. You gotta ask yourself, why are you buying her a toy? There's only a handful of answers there. One, you are trying to give her an experience that you can't provide. Hint,
Mm,
bigger, right? Or you're trying to give her something to hold her off when you aren't around. or you are training her. And usually, when you're training a woman using a toy, you're going to probably go bigger. You can't have it both ways. I don't want to give her. I don't want to give her
I
too
want to
big.
be too big. Man, he said
And
not even 7.5. 7.5 might be too much. Too much for who? Too much for your ego, or too much for her?
and, and here's the part where you got to be honest with yourself when you're playing with toys. And as a man, talk to the fellas. You got to be honest with yourself about it. She could get used to that fucking rulers. You got a hot dog roll and she's shoving a hoagie roll up there. One of them goddamn Subway sandwich dildos up there. You about half of that motherfucker. So you trying to figure out how I don't fit no more. And she don't know how to do no kegels. So yeah, I get it. It's gonna fuck with your head, but you have to have a conversation with yourself first.
Oh, okay.
What can I handle? And there's other things. Stop trying to surprise your woman with that kind of toy. We ain't talking about a vibrator. We ain't talking about the rose. Right?
Right. That's why I try to give him some options. Because who say she?
Yeah.
Another
You
day.
bringing in the extra hardware that might be bigger than yours. You over there wrestling with yourself. Hey, listen, 7 to 8 or man, bro. You get out your motherfucking feelings. Either you're gonna get her a mandingo or you're gonna get her a little ding ding.
He want the little ding ding because it's gonna be twin. Where have you been? That's what he wants something that's similar to his, and so.
And listen, and I respect that because back when I was a egotistical fuck, I would have felt the same. But don't you go buy no goddamn dildo bigger than me? The fuck wrong with you? I ain't trying to fall in. I want that shit to fit the way I left it.
But see, only. I'm not trying to be mean here, but only certain people of a certain size have that option, because if they're a nice size already and then you go get a 9 or a 10, then I get it. But if you are like lower on the scale, she not gonna be able to win. You don't want anything bigger than you, and it's not that many toys that's not bigger than you. Then what you gonna
do? Yeah, and if you're training her, because there's a lot of dudes who are buying these toys and they're subliminally training their women because they want to see them in action with other men. They want to run them 2-man on her, which is cool. That's your vibe. I don't have a problem with it.
That ain't what he doing.
But
because he worried about the size. That ain't what he doing.
But you can't. It's like it still just says, "Sir, just stay out of the sex shop." Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to cover all the bases of why a dude would surprise his woman with a dildo. Why? Bruh.
Maybe he don't last. And she still be on go.
That's another good one.
So he need a buddy to help him out, but not but don't do too much.
He need to call Mr. 5 to 10 and let that nigga teach him some shit.
Sure. That's like saying, come do my job for me, but don't do it too good because I don't want them to expect me to perform better. Do it enough not to get me fired.
Right?
Oh, God.
Okay. Well, I don't know if that helped or not, but bro, I wouldn't surprise her with a dude. I would talk to her and find out what kind she wants. Because who are you buying it for, you or her?
But hear me out, Hakim. He take her to the shop with him, and then she pick out this monster. His feelings gonna be hurt. So, like Miss Dopeness said, stay out the sex shop. Unless you want to surprise her with a toy for clitoral stimulation, a vibrator, something like that, a bullet, then stay away from the dildos.
That nigga whole heart going. He gonna be like zoinks.
He gonna say, "I knew you was for the streets."
He'll fuck her and stroke out.
He's gonna pass out right there and there.
Yeah, that's the part that men have to be honest with themselves. Your girl fantasizes about bigger dicks. I don't give a fuck who you is. I don't give a fuck how good you putting it down. It is natural. She is looking at that nigga in them gym pants, sweatpants, whatever the fuck they talk about. She's looking at these niggas on TV. She's looking at the same porn you looking at. Stop being so. When you are confident in your own skills and in your own shit, you don't worry about that kind of stuff. You know?
I
So,
am not looking at anybody else. I do not dream about bigger. Don't put that on me.
okay.
What you trying to do?
I'm calling cat. It's natural, Queen. Cut it
No.
out. So you looked at a porn that says, "Hey, you know what? I wish he was a little bit smaller."
See, when you're looking at porn, see, it depends. You about to have me tell all my business here, and I ain't trying to tell all my business right here. But when you're looking at porn, you're looking at for just that, whatever they doing, whatever got going on, whoever you chose, whether it's the male, female, whatever. I'm speaking on the fact I just don't walking down the street. Let me see if I see a print. I am not a perv.
No, so you don't get watch. I understand. I respect that. I respect that. You ain't on glizzy watch duty. All right, so let's check out some Instagram comments. Hezzy says Wesley Snipes with the laughing emojis. Start seeing the light in regards to the I think that popped up.
Choking
Whoever's getting choked out, need that safe word. It says, "Don't get nothing bigger than your fit, bro." Very true. If you can't handle it, don't buy it. She gonna be fucking me when I'm going the same size, bro. He also says, if you want bigger, get another nigga. I got what I got. Yeah, and that's cool because you stand on where you are. Don't surprise your girl with a dildo, fam.
Right.
It just don't. Just don't. Dildos can become reliable. How many times you got an argument with a woman and she said, "I can fuck myself. I don't need you."
So
So you know you know when they with a hip below the belt, that's the jaw they pull out. Don't be treating her to dildos. Stick to the vibrators or something, something a little more safe. Because you sound like you worried about being replaced.
That's right. So that was Thomas, right?
Yep.
Thomas, if you want to get her something, y'all can weigh out the options of vibrators, bullets, stuff like that. Stay away from the dildos. Make sure you can even handle that. But don't set yourself up for failure. Because if I wouldn't surprise her with it, but if you take her with you and she pick something, bigger, you're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose your shits. So don't do it. And it's going to fuck with you. So don't do it. Somebody going to surprise. Oh, I want to surprise her with a toy. Did you ask her if she wants a toy?
Man, I'm just
surprise her with a bag, a pair of shoes. Cash app. I don't know. Not a toy.
Right. All right, we got enough room for one more. This one is from Sexy Ass Capricorn. She says, "Has anyone ever had or thought of having a threesome? And if so, have you thought of 2 men or an additional girl, or 2 girls and a man? What have you thought about it?" My man is debating, but with 2 girls, he said this is written terribly. He said he is more willing to do that. He doesn't think he could do it with him and another man and me because the sanctity of our sex. Any thoughts or advice? I translated. He's
Um,
down with two girls, her and another girl. But when it comes to two dudes, it's the sanctity of his sex.
Basically, um, he's not going to do it with another guy. He's not going to want to see another guy in you or doing whatever he do to you. Some guys don't want to do with another guy because what if he's better? You know, you have to what you have to wonder. I mean, you have to have that conversation with yourself. If are you okay with it being another woman? Because often, when all the time, when a guy hear threesome, he think about two chicks. He never thinks about she could want another dude. They feel some type of way about that. But you're supposed to be okay with them wanting another female. But they'll start re-evaluating life if you mention another guy. So don't have a threesome just because he want to have a threesome, unless it's something you want too. Because then you have to look at it like, when that other girl get in the mix, are you going to be okay with it? Is your relationship strong enough for that? You know, but because he made it clear, it's not going to be another guy. He made that very clear. Yeah, and plus, unless everybody touching each other, it's don't qualify as a threesome unless everybody is touching each other. And he don't want his girl to have a train ran on him. But but that's what you really gotta ask yourself. Are you gonna be okay with it? Is this something you really want to do? Is your relationship strong enough for this? Because some people be volunteering and agreeing to do shit that they're not really okay with for the sake of their mate.
Mm-hmm.
And then it go all downhill from there. Okay, if it's another girl there, like, are you participating? Or are you
Mm-hmm.
going to do your thing too? Because
It's all fun and games until you got to put your face in it.
right, because everybody buys. It's time to eat.
Right?
They're looking like a cat drinking milk. Like,
Girl, you get your face down here. What the fuck wrong with you?
yeah.
So this said he said two dicks don't click. No sword fights, and only tripod is the camera. Oh shit. Yeah, man. My man ain't down with no since you sound like you're on your adventure and you're trying to learn how this go. Do what you feel comfortable with. Include your desires into the thought process of this thing. Not just his, but yours as well.
Mm-hmm.
Not to discount his, because his say so is important, but you the one gotta either take the two dicks or bump pussies with another girl. So whatever you choose to do, make sure this is something you're willing to do.
And do he
Uh,
deserve it? Because a man
how
always
about
wants
that?
to don't even deserve it. Or is he satisfying you? Because ain't no way in hell he ain't satisfying you and can't take on one, but he want two. He gonna embarrass you. He gonna tell everybody too. Oh, I had a threesome with this girl, and her nigga wasn't shit. He was trash. She gonna tell
Hmm.
everybody. Mm-mm.
Yeah, man. Well, Queen, we got one last quick one.
Okay.
Lady Ren just DM'd me. This is forwarded from her coworker. Her coworker wants to know how to get my long distance switch boyfriend to be a dom. She is in the Bahamas and her boyfriend is in Florida. And she says The problem is he claims to be a switch when it comes to sex, and I'm usually more of a sub. But every time we are having sex or we're texting each other, he wants me to be the dominant one, which I don't mind sometimes since I get the most pleasure from the pleasure of my partner. But lately, I've really just be wanting to be the submissive one. But when we get intimate, he gets all subby right away, leaving me to feel like the dom role. Any advice or help to bring out his dom side?
See, everybody want to be a dom, and so it's time to be a dom. Um, because he's saying that he's a switch. Um, but he's not displaying it. Um, because it's one of those things where she's telling him what she wants, and he is not listening. Um, and it's gonna fizz out real quick because she's gonna get tired of it. You gotta work extra hard when you're in a long distance relationship, because most of the time it counts. Um, yeah, y'all don't get a lot of time together. But did you ask him what he likes? What turns him on? Um, what brings it out on him? Have y'all tried different things? Um, you know, um, because I would say go in there as a sub. Don't don't switch it and see if he can rise to the occasion. Because it's like a pattern. If you want him to be a dom and you always end up turning into that dom, then once again, I mean, he's gonna keep doing it because it seems like he prefers to be a sub with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because people bring out different things in people. Maybe he was a dom, when it comes to other people, but for you, he likes being a sub.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know,
Yep. Yep.
um, and maybe it's one or two things. You may not get that. Are you okay if you don't get him to be, if in that dom role? But I would say I don't want to use the word force now. Just put him in a position to see if he arrives to that occasion. Let him know, like, because I guess she's so used to being dom as well that it kicks in, and by the time she realizes it, she already it happened again. You know, you open the door for him to be a dom, and he took too long, or he ain't doing something right, and then you just took over. It was
Well,
becoming a pattern.
that's the thing. She says, I'm usually more of a sub. She is being who she is.
But
The
he's bringing out the
problem,
dom in her, and
yeah,
and she's bringing out the sub in him.
I'm going to give the same advice I give to bisexual girls who try to get into relationships with full fledged lesbians.
Mm-mm,
Don't, don't.
mm-mm.
You can't, if you are a sub, you love to be a sub, why are you playing with a switch? Because a switch, and he's honest about who he is, he's saying, I'm a switch. You're assuming that that means like a light switch off and on. No, certain, like the queen said, certain things come out of certain people. So with you, he can be a switch, but with another woman, he's the full on dom. The dynamic he developed in his head with you is you're in charge, you're the boss, and that's what pleases him. Now
Mm-hmm.
you got to make a decision. No, there's no way to get him to flip that because he is being who he is, right? You asked him and he said no. I mean, you asked him and he tried and he just keeps going back to being the sub. And there's a lot of submissive men out there,
Yes, it
you
is.
know. I know some brothers who've been dominant they're in their 50s. I've been dominant for my whole life, except I came across that one.
That
And
want to get you every time.
she tying me up and spanking me and choking me. It's certain people bring out certain things in us, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say this to you. I'm looking at some of the comments here. Jojo Red says it's a wrap, hun. LOL. And Kat Collins said, "Yeah, he isn't really a dom with you because he's not. He says I'm a
Mm-hmm.
switch. It's just you're on the side of him that you don't want.
Mm-hmm.
So it's time to make some tough choices. If he can't flip that switch, which I doubt, because it don't really work like that. And let's say if he does, is not authentic. He's forcing himself to be there just to keep you.
And you're not gonna be
So
satisfied, and
nope,
he's not gonna be happy.
nope, because now there's gonna be a part of his fetish and his kinks are not being satisfied, and he's gonna want it. So, but yeah, that's all I got, Queen. We
Oh,
have been
okay.
going hard tonight. Two
Yes.
hours and 5 minutes.
Every time I hear 5 minutes, I'm gonna think about 5 and 5 to 10. That's it.
Shout out to that day.
Oh
Popping the ball for
God!
5 to 10 and ain't getting nothing back.
Right. I'm gonna say it again. Know your worth, King.
Right? Most definitely.
Shout outs before we head out.
Yes. I got a couple that I wanted to say. First of all, again, thank you so much to Miss Watkins for the blessing us with the coins, the jewels, the jibs, stars, whatever Facebook is calling these things. We truly appreciate it. Shout out to Zio Styles. Shout out to Miss Dopeness, Miss Lane Lane. Shout out to Team NAF. Shout out to Auntie Sugar. Shout out to Hezzy Jones. And if I missed anybody, please forgive me. Oh yeah, shout out to my auntie, Miss Antoinette Maribel. Appreciate you tuning in. And everybody who tuned in with us.
Okay. And I got a quick little shout out. My twin sister, Lovely. This her Instagram, y'all. Lovely _ Laney _ drinks with an A. _ N _ things with an A. She sell drinks. She got, oh my gosh, she got so many. I ain't gonna lie. I got like 5 of them right here, but she got different mixed drinks that she got. She deliver. All of that is, I only be needing about 2 or 3 and I'm done. But I just wanted to shout her out because it's her new business venture and she's going strong with it. We must got
That's
a
what's
little
up.
bit. No, we might have a few alcoholics in our family because she carry them everywhere she go because they always want them. But and that's my little shout out. So
Can I get one more before I forget?
go ahead.
Tomorrow, Philly, and anyone in the Philadelphia area, go check out the Rose Guarding All Female Showcase that's going to be taking place at 202 Cecil B. Moore here in Philly. The show is running from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. $15 are the tickets. It's going to be an all-female showcase. Miss Keshana K will be performing live along with some amazing other ladies. You do not want to miss this. It's for a good cause. Go follow one of the sisters who is putting this together. Queen Yazzie. That's QUEENYASZY. That is Queen Yazzie B, one of the DJs over at 100.3 here on the radio in Philly. She is co-hosting this event. Go check her out for more details and where to get your tickets and all that good stuff. It's going to be an amazing event. So go check it out.
Okay. So thanks everybody for the questions, for the comments, the interaction, the shares. We definitely appreciate you guys. Thanks for rocking out with us for so long. And that concludes our show for tonight. Until next time, good night, everybody.
Peace, y'all.